So I made the two monks that are the two clerics that the party met, or the party thought they were clerics, but they're actually monks. And we're going to take them on a solo campaign as the two monks, except the difference between this and the OD&D campaign is that this is going to be more of a story as opposed to just a hex crawl, dungeon crawl thing. So we're going to set that up. I'm Tristan. This is Heroes and Homebrew. So I want this to be more of a storyline following these two monks. So I'm going to use the Mythic GM emulator to sort of create it as I go and be a solo story. But I'm not quite sure where we're going to start. I think these two monks are maybe the last of their order. Maybe something happened to the rest of their order and these are the two survivors. And I think maybe they're protecting something or looking for something. But I'm going to use the Mythic generator now, and we're going to set up a little bit of a story to get things rolling, a little bit of a quest kind of thing to get things rolling. We're not going to play through it today. This is just the setup. This is session 0, if you will. All right, so let's take a look at Mythic. So we have the Mythic version 2 or 2nd edition here. We're going to use the adventure journal and the adventures list. The adventure list. The adventure list has the story threads to follow and character lists. In my mind, I think these two monks are brothers or think of each other as brothers. Maybe because they shared an order or they're from the same order, maybe, you know, they are considered as brothers. But I think since they are the last two of their order, doesn't mean that they are the only monks, but maybe they're the only monks of their particular order. And there's got to be a reason why they told the party that they're clerics and not monks. So I think they are trying to hide their identities. Maybe they're hiding something. So just for fun, we're going to roll on these tables from Mythic. Not all of them, just the ones that are, you know, specific to what we need. And maybe we can start formulating something. So for the adventure tone, I'm not overly concerned about it, but just for fun, we're going to roll on the adventure tone and see what we come up with. All right, I need a D100. So that is 20. Crazy. Is it crazy adventure tone? Oh yeah, that could be fun. And let's see, let's try a second one. 8. Attainment. All right, so we'll take note of this. I'm not going to be beholden to it, but so I just watched Bulletproof Monk again for the 12th time, and I kind of like the idea of this monk, like he's, you know, protecting a scroll of great power. Now, monks in Swords of Wizardry can't use magic scrolls, but it doesn't mean they can't protect it from someone else getting it. And I think maybe that has something to do with this. Actually, let's try character backgrounds for these two guys. See background. Let's see what we get. Now they're lawful, so we know they're good. 93. Travel. Well, that makes sense because they're found in the middle of the jungle, and they told the party that they weren't lost. So why weren't they lost? One answer could be they weren't lost because they don't have a destination. You can't be lost if you're not trying to get somewhere. And 17, career. Are they career monks, maybe? That's something. Let's try cryptic message. Maybe they received a cryptic message of what they're supposed to be doing. Let's try this. 92, success. So maybe the success of their mission hinges on something. 46, cryptic message. 46, important. We're going to roll one more time just to see. 98, vengeance. So maybe the Success of their mission is important so that they can take vengeance against people, but vengeance doesn't really seem like something monks would do. Like, like Jedi don't go out for vengeance. But we'll see. It's cryptic. It's supposed to be cryptic, so maybe they don't even know what the message means. Gods, legends, locations, magic item descriptors, names, objects, plot twist, power, smell, starship, spell effects, undead, terrain, descriptors, visions and dreams. I think we have some stuff we can work on. I think we might have enough. Let me look, see if there's anything else we can use. Okay, so I found the other tables I was looking for. The meaning tables. So these are actions and verbs and stuff, and this can give us a sort of push us along with the idea of what we're going to be going for right away. So let's roll a D100 on action number 1. 16, carry. Let's roll on action number 2. 91, time. You know what? I'm going to roll 2 more times. Why not? 32, deposit. 42, idea. Okay, so we have carry, time, deposit, idea. So it tells me that my initial idea of they're protecting something. Let's see, let's roll. Are they protecting a scroll? Actually, you know what? Let's roll on the actual mythic table. So this is what we're going to be using. We're not going to be using my 2d6 thing. We're going to say it's 50-50. The chaos factor right now is at 5. 16. Yes, they are carrying a scroll. Carrying scroll. And deposit tells me that they have to carry it for a long time. And deposit means they're taking it to somewhere. Maybe they have to take it to another monastery or found their own monastery and protect this scroll. So, are they looking for another monastery? I'm going to say 50-50 again. 42, yes. To new monastery. And then idea. Maybe they have no idea where it is. That's why they are traveling this world. All right, 50-50. Do they know where this monastery is? 21. They do. All right, so they know where it is. Know where it is. Now, the other thing is somebody after them? I think it's likely. Actually, I think it's very likely someone's after them. So it's 75 or under is a yes. 76 or more is a no. It's a 60, so yes. Someone, it could be a group of people, it could be one person in control of a group of people, it could just be one person, is following them. All right. So now we're set up. I think we know what's going on. Now we have these two descriptor tables. So let's just roll, see what we get. Maybe we'll get an idea of something. Descriptor 1, 77, partially. And descriptor 2. Maybe this is how their mission is going so far. Partially messy. So to me, partially messy means that they are kind of fumbling their way through it. They're level 1 monks. Maybe they keep running into trouble. They're having a hard time getting across the land to find this monastery. They might have an idea where it is. Maybe they don't know exactly where it is. So partially messy means that maybe they're having a hard time. Let's roll another one. Another 2 just for fun. 94. Swiftly. And descriptor 2. 53. Swiftly lean. So maybe they're traveling light. They don't have a lot of equipment on them. because they're trying to move as fast as they can. Let's see, this person following them, is it the person who, is it a group or is it a person? So I'm going to say 50-50, is it a single person following them? $49. Whew. Yes, it's a single person. Do they have henchmen? 45. Yes, they have henchmen. Okay, so it's a single person. They have henchmen. One person with henchmen. So what I mean by one person with henchmen is there like, it's one boss person who knows what they have and they're going after it, and the henchmen are just following orders, or is it like an army of people? So it's one person, and I think this is playing really well into what my idea was. I like it. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Now, along the way, there's going to, other threads will evolve, and we'll see what happens. But for now, I think we have a good basis for how this is going to start. So we're going to start when we start the game, it's going to be the morning after the night that they met the party. The party's gone on their way, and the two brothers are deciding to leave. Now, there's a thing here. There's a thing here called testing the expected scene. So the expected scene that I have is they're packing up their gear and they are going to head out into the jungle. So I can test this by rolling a d10, and if it's over the chaos factor of 5, then scene goes on as normal. Otherwise, it might get altered. So we'll see how this is going to start, if it's going to be an altered scene or not. Okay, so opening scene is going to go as expected, and that's it. We have our plan for how this is going to go. I think I'm going to have to come up with who the villain is, or who the villain's going to be. Maybe think on that a little bit, and then we're going to start playing this game, and we'll have these two solo games going on in the same world at the same time. Maybe they'll crash together. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so that's it. That was basically our session 0 for the new game with the monks. It's going to be a more narrative game than just a dungeon crawl, hex crawl, kind of traditional old school game. Should be a lot of fun. Hope you guys join me. And that's it for now. Save a seat for me at your table.